Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Shuford Memorial Gymnasium for the home opener for the Lenoir-Rhyne women's basketball team as they take on Catawba to start off 2021. First of all, we want to wish you all a Happy New Year and thank you for joining us today on this first broadcast of a women's basketball game here in a long time. 308 days to be exact. The last game inside here with the women's basketball team in competition. And coincidentally, that game 308 days ago was Lenoir-Rhyne versus Catawba on the 29th of February, leap year, 2020. So we appreciate you joining us today, and calling the action today is myself, Director of Athletic Communications. I am Jeremy Zalaka. Pinch hitting today in the play-by-play role, first game of the season for us, but had to do some shuffling around for COVID protocols, so appreciate you being patient with me today throughout the broadcast. Just a little bit about this game today. Graham Smith entering his first home game as the women's basketball coach. This is his first season at the helm, hired in the spring of 2020. Had to wait a little bit longer for his first home game, but he was able to get this one in and scheduled and on as scheduled for this afternoon. So this will be the first home game of the season for Lenoir-Rhyne and under Graham Smith. Hosting one of the top teams in the conference. Catawba is 3-0 on the year, 3-0 in conference. Wins over Anderson, at Coker, and at Mars Hill to start the campaign. Coming off a 23-6 record a season ago, they went 17-5 in the South Atlantic Conference and advanced to the SAC semifinal of the conference tournament before losing to Anderson. They avenged that loss in the season opener this year with a win at home against Anderson. In a moment, we'll meet the starting lineups for today's game, and we will get ready for the opening tip. Today's starting five for Catawba, led by all-SAC preseason first-team selection, Tasia DeSazo. She averaged 14.6 points per game last year and had a 42-point game performance. Also, Lyric Thorne, a returning all-conference selection. She was a second-team preseason all-conference selection. For the Bears today, they will go with the same starting five that they have for the first three games. Tatum McBride and Hannah McClung are your guards, along with Emily Harmon, who is coming off her first career double-double in a game at Tusculum in the Bears' most recent action. In the bigs inside, Kiara Moore and Olivia Nunn will be playing in the post for Lenoir-Rhyne. As I mentioned, the same starting five that we've had for the first three games of the season. This is the second ever Lenoir-Rhyne and Catawba matchup on January 2nd. As in 2016, the Bears beat Catawba on this day, 80-79 in overtime. Jordan Hyatt led the Bears with 15 points and a game-winning free throw with 14 seconds in the game. So not strangers to a January 2nd competition are these two. The head-to-head series is Lenoir-Rhyne 44 and Catawba 40. Catawba is 6-4 over the last 10. 7 of the last 10 contests have been decided by single digits. 5 of the games have been decided by 5 points or less. The Indians were picked to finish third in the preseason coaches poll, and as I mentioned, had 2 preseason all-conference selections. We're about a minute and a half from tip-off today. We are going to close it out and hit the national anthem and starting lineups, and then we will be back with the opening tip here in about 5 minutes on the Bears Sports Network. Lineups are in, and we are ready for the opening tip. Right here in Shuford Memorial Gymnasium. One more time, DeShazo, Ford, Barnes, Thorne, and Phillips for the Lady Indians. The Bears, again, going with their same starting five. It will be McBride, McClung, Harmon, Moore, and Nunn. Nunn in the jumping circle. Going up against Lauren Ford. And we are underway here inside Shuford Gymnasium. The Bears control the opening tip. Hannah McClung takes it, setting up a play up top of the key. Dribbles to the left. Harmon gets it up top, coming off a screen from Kiara Moore. Looking inside. Nope, Tatum McBride for three at the top of the key. And we have our first bucket inside the shoe. Tatum McBride for three from Emily Harmon, and it's 3-0 Bears. Steal by Harmon, pushing it on the break. She'll pull it out and set up offense. The freshman dribbling on the right-hand side. Kicks it to Moore up top. Dribble handoff to McBride. Tatum shot fake. Dishes off to Kiara Moore. She's double-teamed. She's going to kick it up top. Wide open three from Hannah McClung. Off, but an offensive rebound by Emily Harmon, her first of the day, and that'll set up another 30 seconds for the Bears. 20 seconds, the new rules. Offensive rebound is a 20-second reset. Bears running some offense. Harmon refuses the screen, loses the ball. Moore's got a 3-2 on the shot clock. A 3 from Hannah McClung, buries it. And it's 6-0 Bears with back-to-back made three-pointers to start the season here at home. McClung had a penchant for that. She hit a couple at the end of the quarter at Anderson. She hit 2 buzzer-beating three-pointers, and she's got one here today at the end of the shot clock. So Catawba looking for their first bucket of the game. Lyric Thorne dribbling in, drives with a kick out to Emily Phillips for 3, and that's a bucket. So 3 3-pointers to start this game this afternoon. These two teams coming out hot from long range. Bears have been struggling to score lately, only reaching the 40s in their last 2 games, but a good start so far this afternoon. As Emily Harmon, the freshman, with the ball on the left wing. Dribbling it out. Tatum McBride with the ball up top. Beats back to Harmon. High screen from Olivia Nunn. Roll to the basket. 2 on the shot clock. 1 on the shot clock. Gets it up. No good. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. She did not draw iron, so that will be a shot clock violation. 6-3 with 7:48 left here in the first quarter. Lady Indians looking to set up offense. Lyric Thorne dribbling it up top. A sophomore from High Point, North Carolina, as we mentioned, a second-team preseason all-conference selection. Jumper from the top of the key from number 24, Talia Barnes, finds the bottom of the bucket. 6-5, 7.5 minutes left. Again, this first quarter brought to you by Southside Power and Fitness. We appreciate all they do to support Lenoir-Rhyne Athletics. As a turnover by Hannah McClung, stolen by Lauren Ford, but she's going to travel on the other end. So back-to-back turnovers here for each team, and it's 6-5 with 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the opening quarter. Phillips and Barnes are the scorers for Catawba. 3 apiece for Tatum McBride and Hannah McClung early in this first quarter for the Bears, and 6-5 is the score. McBride dribbling it down. She's going to set up the offense. She's going to run the point with Hannah McClung off the ball as the 2-guard right now. We got a down pick for Tatum McBride with a shot fake. She draws 2. Good help and recover for the Catawba defense. Hannah McClung from the corner, that's going to be off, and the defensive rebound goes to Barnes. So Catawba looking to push and get some transition offense of their own to the basket. That's going to be an and 1. And the foul, Lyric Thorne. A good hard take to the basket. She draws the contact and scores. The foul, I believe, is credited to Emily Harmon on that drive to the basket. Thorne to the line looking to complete that three-point play. That foul was credited to Emily Harmon. That's her first. And three-point play is completed as Catawba regains the lead. It's 8-6. Actually, that is their first lead of the game. 8-6 here, 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. As McBride brings the ball up. Covered by Emily Phillips. Size mismatch there, a 5'10 guard forward over in the shorter McBride. And she'll get it to Kiera Moore with the drop. Shot. Oh, there you go. A hook shot in the lane. Kiera Moore with the bucket. Her first basket of the afternoon. Thorne dribbling up top. 2-man game from DeShazo and Thorne. She's going to find Barnes in the post. Kicks it out to Ford. Ford with a dribble drive. Going to work on Kiera Moore. She will not find the basket. And Hannah McClung pulls down the board. She's pushing in transition. McClung looking. Can't find anybody. So she's going to dish it off to Emily Harmon. We got a foul off the ball. We're going to get an illegal screen on Kiera Moore. She's going to get called for the illegal screen, and we got substitutions in for Catawba. Marissa Bruce and Sarah McIntosh are going to enter, and it looks like Barnes and Phillips will leave for the Indians. The Bears only have 10 active today, 10 active players today. We're going to look for the season debut of Alyssa Wagner, who is back for the first game this season. She is a junior. Came to Lenoir-Rhyne from Harrisburg, North Carolina, so that she will be seeing her first action today. Foul on the offensive rebound. That one is going to go against the Bears. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. That one's called on Tatum McBride. And Marissa Bruce just checking in, drew the foul, and she's going to get to the line. She got the offensive rebound, went up with it, got hacked on the way, and she's going to be shooting 2. First one is good. As we mentioned, Catawba is 3-0 on the season. The Bears 0-3, looking for their first conference and overall win of the season. The second one is around the rim and out, but it looks like Thorne's going to grab the offensive rebound, hit DeShazo, drive to the basket. A lot of contact, no call, and Harmon pulls down the defensive rebound. DeShazo looked to draw some contact there, but wasn't sent to the line, so the Bears will take the offensive possession and look to set something up. Catawba playing some tough defense so far in this first quarter, not getting much after those 2 early 3-point baskets. They have tightened up on the defensive end, and a couple times the Bears have had to throw something up at the end of the shot clock, and we may have to do that again as there's 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3, Harmon for 3, contested, no good, and a defensive rebound by Ford. So 3 end of shot clock scenarios for the Bears, but turnover by Ford. She dribbles it off of her foot. The Bears have numbers, a 3-on-2 break. Harmon to the right, puts it up, no good. Kiera Moore, offensive rebound, and she's going to pull it out. So some good offensive rebounding there from Kiera Moore, the junior. She's in there as a rebounder, defender, and a shot blocker, but good awareness to pull that ball out, set up some offense, and see if we can get something here at the basket. Interior entry to none. She can't come up with it, and that ball is out of bounds for a turnover. And with that, we are going to head to our first media timeout. The Bears trail Catawba 9-8 with 4:32 left in the first quarter.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Welcome back inside Shuford Gym, 9-8 with 4:32 to go. As we mentioned, happy 2021. Appreciate you joining us today on the Bear Sports Network, and hope you all had a blessed and happy holiday season and happy new year. Catawba today playing without their top 2 leading scorers heading into the game. Janaea Downs and Shemaya Standback are out. They are late scratches from the contest. They came into the game averaging 11 and 10 points respectively. Standback had started all 3 games and was playing 30 minutes per game, while Downs was coming off the bench and averaged 10 points per game in only 12.3 minutes of action. So she would fill it up. But they are not active today for Catawba. So as we have seen often in this 2020-2021 season, you got to go with the players you got. And the Bears are going to make some substitutions. As we mentioned, Alyssa Wagner will be out there for the first time this season. She subs in along with Mallory Sherrill, entering the game for the first time this afternoon for the Bears. Catawba made some substitutions prior to the timeout, and it looks like their same 5 that was out before the timeout is back in with McIntosh and Bruce entering the game. McIntosh with an entry, but they're going to call an offensive foul drawn by Hannah McClung. Right spot, right time, help defense, and a charge is called on Sarah McIntosh. Her first, and the first for Catawba, and a sub for the Lady Indians. Number 34, Ashley Roberts will enter for Tasia DeShazo. DeShazo without a bucket here so far in the first quarter. She comes in averaging 7.7 points per game, but again, last year she was a 14.6 point per game scorer for Catawba. Bears possession. High entry to Kiera Moore. She's going to dish it off to Cheryl. Cheryl to McClung, who finds Emily Harmon. Emily Harmon with the dribble drive. She gets into traffic, and she's going to throw it away. Bruce with the takeaway, pushing it for Catawba. She's going all the way, and her shot's no good, but she gets her own offensive rebound and puts it back in. 11-8 Catawba as Bruce is doing some work for the Lady Indians in transition, getting her own rebound and putting it back in. Second chance points for Catawba. Bears looking to run some more offense Already down to 15 on the shot clock as Harmon has the ball in the wing. She's going to pull it from 3, and that one is no good. Defensive rebound to Shanae Sawyers, seeing her first action. She's going to dish it off to the top of the key. Thorne open, look for 3, and that one is no good. Kira Moore pulls that down. That looked like that could have been a momentum one for Catawba right there, as a 3 right there would have given them a 6-point lead, and the Bears struggling offensively here. Scoreless for the last 2:54, 1 field goal in their last 6 attempts. Only 1 made 3-pointer in their last 5 attempts. So trying to find some continuity on offense. Alyssa Wagner, her first shot of the season is around the rim, just short. And Marissa Bruce, will grab the defensive board. She's going to set up some offense for Catawba, looking to push that lead to more than 3, and a bad pass is taken away. Tipped by Harmon, intercepted by McClung. She's going to push it. A one-handed push pass. Tried to go cross-court with it, taken away. A little careless with the ball for the Lady Indians. Wagner comes off the screen. Same shot, same position, and she's going to miss as the board is cleaned up by Ashley Roberts, a 6-foot freshman from Durham, North Carolina, grabs the rebound. 11-8, both teams gone cold, although the Indians are on an 11-2 run over the last 6:24 of action. But they are just 1 of 6 on their last 6 field goal attempts. And that's another turnover. Harmon with the steal. She's going to push it to 3-on-2, kicks it to McClung on the right corner. Shot, fake drive. They're going to get it before the shot with a foul drawn as McClung goes down. They're going to call a hand check on, looks like that one's issued to Shanae Sawyers. Subs for the Bears, entering for the first time, are freshman Josie Highs and Blakely Crooks, who will be in the action for the first time this afternoon, looking to maybe swing the momentum a little bit, find some more offensive continuity for the Bears. 11-8 deficit here in the first quarter, and we've got, looks like a clock issue. Referee's discussion. A little discussion on perhaps the shot clock. Looks like we're all set. Everything was fine in the gym, so we are going to run that out of bounds play one more time. Here we go. Highs takes it out. She's going to find Crooks on the entry. Crooks with dribble left hand to the middle of the lane. Pulls up at the sack logo. That's a bucket. Blakely Crooks just enters the game, and she comes off the bench and provides an instant spark with a pull-up jumper. 11-10 Catawba. 1-point game with under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. It looks like the Bears are throwing a 2-3 zone. Keep Catawba guessing on the offensive end, a 2-3 zone matching up. Open shot from DeShazo, and that's a bucket. So one issue with the zone is it can leave some shooters open, and if you don't match up correctly, you can be exploited. And DeShazo with an open 3. Hopefully that doesn't get her going. But Josie Highs with a drive to the basket off the dribble. And it's 14-12. We're up and down a little bit now. Team's finding some offensive spark. That is no good. Kira Moore with another rebound. I believe that's 3 for her so far this afternoon. And Highs pushes it down, but she's going to pull it out and look to run some offense. Just over a minute left in this first quarter. Bears looking to draw even or maybe pull ahead. Cheryl up top. She's going to swing it to Crooks. Crooks looks inside for Moore, and she's going to draw a foul. And that may be McIntosh. No, they're going to give that one to number 34, Ashley Roberts. That will be her first, team's third. Couple of subs in for Catawba, who have 14 active today. As I mentioned, the Bears with just 10 players active this afternoon, but they have been playing shorthanded for a couple of weeks now, so it's nothing new to them. 15 on the shot clock, 56 on the game clock. Highs up top, dribble drive, Cheryl at the three-point line. Another dribble drive. She's going to take it all the way to the bucket and rattles out. Defensive rebound, Lauren Ford, and Catawba with a chance to extend this lead. Again, the 2-3 zone. The Bears are employing the 2-3 zone. Catawba moving around the perimeter, skip past DeShazo, open again, and she's good. That is not the person you want to leave open on the 2-3 zone, and she has hit back-to-back three-pointers, and it is 17-12. Wagner draws the foul on the offensive end. She's going to shoot 2, as that one is charged to, I believe, number 23, Marissa Bruce is going to get charged with that one. Catawba's hit 3 of their last 4 from long range. Wagner's going to go to the free throw line. Her first 2 free throws of the season, as we have a quick substitution for Catawba. And Talia Barnes is going to re-enter for Ashley Roberts. Carmen credited with 3 steals so far in this first quarter. As Wagner buries the first, she'll get another. 17-13, 23 seconds. So Catawba should have 1 possession left here in this first quarter if they use the time well. And it is good for Wagner. 17-14, so 3-point advantage for Catawba. Looking to run some clock and get the last shot of this quarter as Marissa Bruce dribbles up top. She is a 5'8 senior from Buford, Georgia. She's going to find DeShazo, 13-12. DeShazo on the drive. Wagner shuts her off. Great defense, Alyssa Wagner. She blocks it, jump ball, and that ball is going to stay here, but great defense by Alyssa Wagner. Defense is one of her calling cards for the Bears. She has done that for, this is her 3rd year in a Lenoir-Rhyne jersey. But DeShazo gets it back off the inbound. She's going to dribble drive with the left and not finish in the lane, fight for the rebound, going Lenoir-Rhyne's way. 1.5 seconds left in the quarter. See if we can get a heave off to give a chance to tie this thing up after 1. Rolling it to Highs. Highs is going to pick it up from deep. No. Little short on that attempt as we head into the end of the first quarter. The Bears trail Catawba 17-14. We appreciate you joining us on the Bears Sports Network. We're going to take a brief timeout and come back with action of the second quarter momentarily.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
We are back inside Shuford Gym. First quarter stats. Catawba 6 for 13 from the field. They shot 46.2%. They went 3 for 4 from long range, 75%, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds. The Bears struggled 5 for 15 from the field, 33%, 2 for 7 from long range, hit both free throw attempts and grabbed 7 rebounds. So Catawba with an 11-7 rebounding edge so far in this one. 3 offensive rebounds for Catawba. Assists are 4-3 in favor of Catawba. Bench points, the Bears have 6 to the Indians 3, and points in the paint, Lenoir-Rhyne has a 4-2 advantage. The Bears will have this one to start the second half, the second quarter, as Josie Highs gets the inbound from Blakely Crooks. The Bears have Crooks, Highs, Moore, Sherrill, and Wagner as their 5 to start the second quarter. In post entry by Alyssa Wagner is knocked away. Thorne trying to push the pace, gets the ball knocked out of bounds, but Catawba will regain possession with 17 seconds into this second quarter, and a slim 17-14 advantage for the Indians. Thorne with a shot fake and drive. She pulls up, and that's going to be short. Kiara Moore with her 4th rebound. She has played every minute so far of this game for Lenoir-Rhyne and has 4 boards and 2 points. Wagner drives to the right. She's going to find Crooks, swings it to Moore, swings it to Highs. 15 on the shot clock. Ball screen from Mallory Sherrill. Pick and roll. Moore's got it at the top of the key. 10 seconds to shoot. Crooks with the left. She draws contact. They're going to call it on the... they're going to call a travel on that one. Shuffled her feet. No foul call, and a turnover for the Bears. 44 seconds into the second quarter. Catawba's ball, and a 3-point advantage. Thorne setting it up top of the key. Dishes to the wing. Catawba's offense, good movement. Swings it to Shazo with Wagner playing defense. Wagner again shuts it down with a steal. DeShazo can't get away from her. but the pressure D is causing some fits for Lenoir-Rhyne to get the ball up the court. But Kiera Moore says, I'll take it myself, and she'll kick it out to Josie Highs, and we're going to set up offense here with about 15 seconds on the shot clock. Crooks takes it about 35 feet out. She's going to find Highs on the baseline. Highs to Cheryl up top, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wagner, right wing, ball fake, dribble drive, rims out, and the defensive rebound goes to number 24, Talia Barnes. Barnes' second board of the day. DeShazo with 6. Thorne, Phillips, and Bruce all with 3 for the Lady Indians so far today. 3-0 on the season, 3-0 in conference play, as most games will be conference this year. And a wide open layup is missed, but Crooks grabs the rebound. Great look for Barnes, but I think she rushed it thinking there was going to be more contact in the lane. Mallory Sherrill with a post move. A baseline hook shot is no good. Moore goes down awkwardly as DeShazo grabs the board. It's 5-on-4 numbers for Catawba if they push it. Thorne to DeShazo in the corner for 3. No good. Air ball as it's scooped up by Josie Highs. As Lauren Ford tried it and did not draw iron. If we had fans in here, they would be chanting air ball right now, but instead it's just me and you all watching and listening, along with our tremendous gamer operations crew who came in clutch on this one, as Blakely Crooks with her second bucket of the game, and it's a 1-point game. 7 minutes left. That is the first basket by either team so far in this second quarter. Ford goes baseline. She's going to lose it. It's going to be a Bears ball. Shaken up on the play, but she's slowly getting to her feet as we have, looks like 5 substitutions for the two teams. And Kiera Moore, for the first time, is going to take a much-needed rest, her first substitution of the game, and it looks like we have a called timeout by Catawba. Coach Terrence McCutcheon not happy, looking to draw something up and get some more offensive continuity for his team, as we're going to head to a brief timeout. 17-16 Catawba.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found an expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back. 17-16 Catawba lead. We're going to take a look back at that last basket by Blakely Crooks on replay at the Southside Power and Fitness replay as she drove in with the left, went around the back, off the bucket, off the window with the kiss, and good. And Blakely Crooks with 4 points so far for the Bears in this one. 17-16, 7:16 to play. Looks like the Bears are going to go with Nunn, Harmon, McClung, Wagner, and Crooks. The Indians have, it looks like, Thorne, DeShazo, McIntosh, Bruce, and Phillips are their 5. Trap at half court, a good call out of the timeout by McCutcheon. Has the Bears in a little bit of disarray, but they'll pull it out and set up some offense after that half court trap. Good composure by LR, looking to run a set here and get something open. McClung pulls it out. Crooks with the hot hand from 3, and she's got it. Blakely Crooks is hot. 7 points off the bench for number 30, Blakely Crooks. Just 5 minutes of action, 7 points for the young freshman. Playing her first time in Schuford Gym, and she is taking advantage of it, giving the Bears a 19-17 lead. Good ball movement by Catawba leads to an open baseline jumper, and that is good. Marissa Bruce buries it. DeShazo on the assist. Great offense right there for Catawba. Moved the ball and tied this ball game up at 19 with just over 6 minutes. Wagner takes it. McClung sets up offense. She's on the right wing. She's going to get a ball screen from Olivia Nunn. Good cut by Crooks. McClung feeds Nunn, drives baseline, dishes to Harmon. Harmon to Wagner, open 3. Leaves it short. Defensive rebound. Bruce pushing on her own. 2-on-2. She's going to drive middle lane, kick it out to Thorne. Thorne drives. McClung knocks it away. That looked like it hit off of her leg last, but the refs are going to give that ball to Catawba. Substitution for the Indians. Jada Davey enters for the first time. She's going to give Lyric Thorne a quick break. Thorne has 3 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound so far in her 12 minutes of action. Also 3 turnovers. Inbounds play. DeShazo wide open. Can't leave her there. But Bears are fortunate. She rattles that one out as Emily Harmon grabs the board. She's pushing and again gets trapped at half court. Smart play to throw it off of Davies' knee, and the Bears regain possession. That half court trap is causing some fits for this Bears offense, as that's one of the tougher things offensively, to pick up your dribble right at half court, take that trap, and there's one of those are tough ones to get out of. But smart alert play by Harmon to throw it off the knee, and we are setting up offense here with 20 seconds on the shot clock. All even at 19, 5.5 to play. Wagner on the left wing hits Harmon. Harmon dribble to Nunn at the elbow. Back to Harmon. Harmon dribbles back with a three-point line. Nunn with some post. But we're going to go to Wagner. Wagner over to McClung. 5-4 on the shot clock. It pulls it to 3. And McClung is good. She almost feels more comfortable with the shot clock running out as she buries her second 3, both under 3 seconds left in the shot clock, and the Bears are up 22-19. It's the 4th made three-pointer for Lenoir-Rhyne on the afternoon, as a layup is missed by McIntosh. Offensive rebound is going to be, actually it's going to go to the Bears as Hannah McClung gets knocked to the ground, and there's going to be a foul called on McIntosh. I believe that's number 3 on McIntosh. She will be subbed out. Nope, they're going to leave her in. Yeah, and I think they might have subbed out the wrong person there, as they pulled out Marissa Bruce, but then sent her right back to the table, realizing I think that McIntosh has 3 and they better get her out of the game here before she picks up a 4th in the first half. McClung gets it knocked away. It's going to be a jump ball, and that ball's going to go to Catawba, and it looks like, yep, they're going to get McIntosh right back out with Bruce entering. McIntosh with 3 fouls in the first half on the 6-foot sophomore from Pinehurst, North Carolina. Catawba's ball trailing by 3, 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Catawba is scoreless for the last minute and a half. 1 for 7 on their last 7 field goal attempts are the Lady Indians. As this quarter is brought to you by Custom Design Group, we appreciate all you do to support Lenoir-Rhyne athletics. Get all your Lenoir-Rhyne wear from Custom Design Group, right down the street from Lenoir-Rhyne. 3-point attempt, that is going to get, let's see, what are they going to call here? They're going to count the three-pointer. They're going to count the three-pointer by Emily Phillips, and there will be a foul called. They're going to count the 3 and tie it at 22. Then they're going to call a foul on the Bears. 30, Blakely Crooks fighting through a screen. So Catawba's going to get that ball back with a chance to make this a 5 or 6 point possession. 4.5 left in the quarter. Crooks looked like she was just fighting through a screen. The three-pointer was made as she got through the screen. They called her for knocking the player to the ground. Another 3 from Phillips, no good. But an offensive rebound for Catawba. She's wide open in the corner, but nobody saw her. Thankfully for the Bears, nobody saw Marissa Bruce open in the corner after she got the offensive rebound. But they're going to set up an offensive possession here, 7 on the shot clock. DeShazo going against the freshman Harmon. Beats her baseline. Good contest by Crooks. She grabs the defensive board, looks for help as she finds Emily Harmon. Harmon with the push, freshman to freshman. Harmon goes behind her back, waves McClung through. Ball screen by Olivia Nunn. Crooks on the wing to McClung. McClung with the ball screen. She's going to drive kick to McClung. McClung finds Crooks. Crooks with the left hand. Gets to the lane. Floater in the lane, no good. But Harmon's going to pull down the board, and she's going to find Hannah McClung. 20-second reset on the shot clock as we tick to 3:40 in the quarter, all even at 22. Harmon looked for McClung baseline. McClung covered by Davey. Harmon, 4, 3 on the shot clock, 2 on the shot clock. Floater in the lane, no good. Nunn with the offensive rebound, and she's going to get fouled. Long offensive possession for the Bears started almost a minute ago, 4:07. But they got 20 more seconds thanks to that offensive rebound by Olivia Nunn, who's going to be replaced by Kiera Moore. Also a substitution for the Lady Indians, who see Lyric Thorne re-enter. McClung off the screen, baseline set finds Tatum McBride, who pulls a three. No good, just a little long as the ball is rebounded by Bruce. Bruce pushes it up the wing. She's going to get in the lane. They're going to call a hand check on, it looks like Tatum McBride is going to get called for the hand check. She will for her second foul of the afternoon for Tatum McBride. All tied at 22 with 3:12 remaining. A tight battle. As we mentioned, the January 2nd seems to be a day that Catawba and Lenoir-Rhyne play tight. The last time these two met on a January 2nd was in 2016. The Bears won 80-79 in overtime, and we got another tight one today as a Catawba turnover leads to an Emily Harmon break. She's going to dribble left. She's going to get it rejected by Roberts. Good defensive play by Ashley Roberts to send that one out of bounds, and Wagner will enter for McBride. Catawba down to 36.4% shooting, only shooting 22% with 2 made field goals so far in this second quarter of action as the Bears defense is tight. And Crooks goes to work in the lane. No good there, but Moore with an offensive rebound. She's going to bring it back out. 20-second reset for Lenoir-Rhyne to get another shot up. The Bears have 27 shot attempts on the day compared to 22 for Catawba. That's because they're crashing that offensive board. McClung pushes it baseline. There's a foul. Number 20. Jada Davey is going to get whistled for the foul. So another 20 for the Bears. It seems like Lenoir-Rhyne has had this time of possession battle in this one. 6 offensive rebounds so far in this game for Lenoir-Rhyne compared to just 4 for Catawba. Cheryl gets it off the inbound. She's going to pound it with the right hand to the middle of the lane. She finds Crooks. Crooks with a ball fake. Dribble handoff to Wagner. Dribble handoff to Emily Harmon. 12 on the clock. Harmon with the high ball screen from Marilee Cheryl. Harmon with them off the switch. She's going to shoot a 3. It is no good. Crash, and Kiera Moore grabs the offensive rebound and reset for the Bears. Crooks on the wing. Jab step. Double teamed. Good entry to Mallory Cheryl. Cheryl was looking the other way, and it's a turnover for Lenoir-Rhyne. 22-22, 2:09 remaining. Lenoir-Rhyne just dominating the offensive boards here in this quarter. They have 8 on the day, and Catawba looking to regain that advantage. Their last field goal was 4:34 in the second quarter. They've gone about 2 minutes without a field goal, but they found the person that they want to find, and that's DeShazo. Going to work on the freshman Crooks in the post. She finds the bucket, and she's got 8 points in this one, the first half. Harmon pulls it out, looking to run some offense. She turns down the ball screen for Moore. Good defense to cut it off by Catawba. Ball movement around to Wagner. Wagner dribble with the right, finds Kiera Moore. Moore to Crooks. Crooks on the baseline 3, and that one is good. Blakely Crooks. She's got 10 for Lenoir-Rhyne, who regains a 25-24 lead. Crooks already with a career high this afternoon in just her 4th game in a Lenoir-Rhyne jersey. Dribble drive. They're going to call a foul on the floor before the charge on Crooks. Let's take a look at that offensive set again. Blakely Crooks. Moore finds her in the corner, buries the triple. That's her second of the day. She's 2 for 2 from long range as the Bears lead by 1 with 1:13 to play. We got some substitutions here as Hannah McClung is going to check back in. Crooks is going to exit. Solid 11 minutes in this first half for Blakely Crooks. Came off the bench, put in 10 points. She's 4 of 6 from the field, 2 for 2 for long range. She has 2 boards as well. DeShazo with the dribble drive. McClung knocks it out from behind, but that's going to stay with Catawba as Lauren Ford is going to re-enter, subbing in for Marissa Bruce. 25-24, Lenoir-Rhyne leads with 1:09 to play. Catawba's ball underneath their own basket. Good defense on this set. Looking for a 5-second call. It was close, but they got it in time as Ford has it out top. 10 seconds to shoot for the Lady Indians. Pounding it. Thorne to the bucket with the floater in the lane. Off balance shot is no good. Kiera Moore cleans it up. Moore with her 6th rebound in the game. Make that 7 as the stats update. 4 defensive boards, 3 offensive boards for the junior from Morristown, Tennessee. Kiara Moore has 7 boards on this game. Hannah McClung with the left. She got it, and the foul. Throws it up with the left off the ball screen, and the Bears extend this lead to 27-24 with 37 seconds left in the first half. They're going to call that one on number 33, I believe that one goes on Lyric Thorne. 4th team foul. McClung looking to complete the 3-point play. 8 points on the day, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from long range, but she can't hit that one, and the Bears nearly pulled down another offensive rebound, but Phillips grabs it up top. DeShazo is going to walk it up as there is 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Catawba is going to have to get one up, and Lenoir-Rhyne should have one last attempt in this first half. Thorne dribbles it up top to the right-hand side. She's going to dribble drive. She kicks it off to Barnes. Barnes no good. Offensive rebound. That's a reset. But they're going to call a jump ball. Lenoir-Rhyne's ball. So Hannah McClung ties up Thorne. The alternate possession goes to Lenoir-Rhyne, and with 10 seconds left, they can build on this 27-24 advantage as Graham Smith calls timeout. 10.6 seconds left. We will be back for the last 10 seconds of the first half here momentarily.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found an expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always...
All right, let's see what Graham Smith drew up with 10 seconds left. Graham Smith, his first year at Lenoir-Rhyne after coming from Dean. Enters into Harmon. Harmon dribbles down the right side. 7, 6, 5, 4. Dribbles off the left, 3, 2. She's going to drive in the lane. She's going to kick it to McClung at the buzzer. No good. No good. So we will go into the half with the Bears holding a 27-24 lead over Catawba here in Shuford Memorial Gymnasium. We'll take a brief timeout. Come back with some halftime stats, and 15 more minutes until the start of the second half for Lenoir-Rhyne and Catawba here on this January 2nd afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us on the Bears Sports Network.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Well, we are getting ready to start this second half. We got 4 minutes left in halftime. We're going to go over some halftime stats and numbers brought to you by Hickory Construction. East Coast Wings also helping us out on the sponsorship. First half numbers, 36% from the field for Catawba. Bears shooting 33.3%. Each team 66.7% from the line. Catawba's hitting 50% from long range. And rebounds are even at 19 apiece. 7 offensive boards for the Bears. Catawba with 10 turnovers to 8 for the Bears. Looking at the head-to-head matchup between Tasia DeShazo, a preseason first-team all-conference performer. She's got 8 first-half points in 18 minutes. But the Bears are led by freshman Blakely Crooks. Career high already with 10 points in the first half. 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 2 from long range. Her previous high was 6. Only her 4th game here at Lenoir-Rhyne. So off to a good start here in 2021. 3 minutes left before we get this second half going, as it looks like the Bears are about to re-enter the floor. Appreciate you spending this January 2nd with us. Hope you all had a great holiday and New Year. And we will take a brief timeout and be back with the second half of Lenoir-Rhyne Catawba here momentarily on the Bear Sports Network. Well, it's been 308 days since we saw action here inside Shuford Memorial Gymnasium for this Lenoir-Rhyne women's basketball program. We've had some stops and starts to this 2020-2021 season, as has many teams around the nation at all levels. But we are blessed and fortunate to be bringing you the action this afternoon. And Graham Smith finally getting able to coach his first game here at Lenoir-Rhyne. We were all set to host a game on December 16th with Queens. In fact, the team was out at a shoot-around about 3 hours prior to tip-off and got the word that that game was not going to be able to be played. So the team went home for Christmas break, came back a couple days ago, got some practices in to get ready for this January 2nd game, and we are back in action. So a lot of stops and starts to this season. A new addition to the schedule, a schedule update. As you've probably seen plenty of those throughout the year already, but Tusculum game will be now scheduled for Wednesday at 4 o'clock. This is a new addition to the women's basketball schedule. We did play at Tusculum a couple weeks ago. We will return that trip here and host Tusculum Pioneers Wednesday at 4 o'clock here inside Shuford Gym. So set your schedule, set your calendars, 4 o'clock on Wednesday. Get out of work early. Tell your boss you got to watch these Bears. Look for hopefully a second straight win, but we got to get this first one first, as Catawba trails 27-24 starting the second half. We also would like to thank all our sponsors who are scrolling at the bottom of the screen and Carolina West for all their support of Lenoir-Rhyne Athletics. I want to take a quick second to thank all of the staff that have made this one possible. Philip Lescavar and Danny Nicosia on the editing and the producing of this game. Chris Rickenbaugh and Michelle Tang are your camera operators, and we are ready for the second half. So we thank them taking some time out around this holiday season to bring you Lenoir-Rhyne women's basketball and Lenoir-Rhyne athletics. I am Director of Athletic Communications, Jeremy Zalaka, and we are ready for this second half as the Indians with the ball and Thorne setting up an offensive set. Catawba only had 7 points in that second quarter, but they're going to call a quick foul here on a dribble handoff. It looks like the Bears have switched their starting lineup. Alyssa Wagner will start this second half. Tatum McBride will go to the bench. Same starting five for the Lady Indians. Thorn to the basket. She's going to draw a second foul. So 2 quick fouls in the first 13 seconds of action here for the Bears. This one will be a shooting foul as Thorn will head to the line. In the first half, Thorn went 1 for 4 from the field. She went 1 for 1 from the line. Missed her only 3-point attempt. She had 3 points, 5 turnovers for Thorn as she takes her first and buries it to cut the lead to 2. She'll get one more. Looking for her 5th point of the game. Thorn, number 33, will take that one, leave it short as Alyssa Wagner grabs the defensive board and will look to push it up the court. She's going to hand it off to McClung. McClung takes it up top. She finds Olivia Nunn on the wing. Nunn dishes to Wagner. Wagner uses the ball screen from Kiera Moore. A second ball screen is turned down. She's going to pull it around. We got 10 seconds on the shot clock as Olivia Nunn has it up top. Hannah McClung pulls it from deep, and that one is bottoms. Nothing but net for Hannah McClung. Her 3rd 3-pointer of this game. 4th total field goal for McClung, giving her 11 points. And the Bears push it to 5. I think that is their largest advantage so far in this one. And a turnover for Lauren Ford. That is the 11th Catawba turnover on the afternoon as the Bears look to push even larger into this advantage. That is, in fact, the largest lead, and we got a foul called on Thorn. So the first on Thorn, 1 minute into this third quarter. The first team foul, for the Indians. 2 so far for Lenoir-Rhyne. McClung taking it out on the sideline. We wish you all would be here to join us live, but in person, but we're appreciative of you joining us on the Bear Sports Network, and we will bring you all the home basketball action this year. 3 straight home games here. We went a while without having one, but we, as scheduled, we must say, to have 3 straight home games with this one, Tusculum, on Wednesday, and then next Saturday we will host Lincoln Memorial as scheduled currently. You know that schedule is subject to change, as it has often with a lot of teams so far in the conference. Entry to Olivia Nunn, that's going to be a tie-up, and it will stay Lenoir-Rhyne ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Emily Harmon will take it out underneath. Cross screen from McClung. McClung's going to swing to the wing. She's going to pull it out. 3 on the shot clock, 2 on the shot clock, 1, and that one ain't going to work. Swatted by Lauren Ford, leading to a fast break. Thorn pushes it, but a rejection for Harmon. Emily Harmon knocks it out of bounds, and it's good transition defense for the Bears and holding on to that 30-25 advantage with 8 minutes and 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Catawba's ball under their own basket. They're going to get into DeShazo. DeShazo with 8 of the 25 points that Catawba has scored so far, but Thorn with the left scoops it underneath and cannot finish. Olivia Nunn pulls down the board. McClung pushing. Hits Harmon on the wing. Harmon drives baseline, dish to Kiera Moore, open at the wing. At the elbow, Kiera Moore with a bucket. That's a season high for Kiera Moore, 4 points to go with her 7 rebounds, as the lead is now 7 at 32-25. But a quick answer for Catawba as Lauren Ford drives baseline, gets the bucket and the foul on Olivia Nunn. Substitutions waiting at the table. Mallory Sherrill will enter for the Bears, and Marissa Bruce, who saw 11 minutes and 46 seconds of game action in the first half for Catawba, will re-enter here to start the second half. Kiera Moore led the Bears in minutes in the first half. She played 16 minutes and 9 seconds, as we saw that and 1 basket from Lauren Ford as she looks to complete it for her. And she will not. So she's stuck on 2 points for the game, and the lead is still 5 for the Bears at 32-27 as we tick down here this third quarter. Emily Harmon with the ball on the wing. She puts it on the floor with her left hand, crosses over to the right. She swings it back to Cheryl. Cheryl with a shot fake. Nothing happening here. Harmon gets the ball on the wing. She's going to get a ball screen with 10 on the shot clock. Drives and kicks to McClung. McClung from the wing. She's got it again. Bottoms from McClung. nothing but net for the second time in this second half, and Hannah McClung has 4. Made 3-pointers in 7 attempts, but not to be outdone. Emily Phillips buries it in front of the Catawba bench, leading to a quick timeout. 35-30 with 7:24 left here in the third quarter as we take a timeout here on the Bear Sports Network.
What does unlimited mean to you? At Carolina West Wireless, it means unlimited media, unlimited fun, and unlimited access to our nationwide high-speed network. Sign up today for an unlimited data plan and pay just $35 per month per line for 4 lines. And we'll include hotspot and big-time savings on a new smartphone. Take $350 off the revolutionary new Samsung Galaxy S20 and get more out of your unlimited. Expect more, get more. Only from Carolina West Wireless.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement
in the third quarter. The Bears led by as many as 7 in this third quarter. And they will have the ball looking to possibly get that lead back up to 7. A full court press by Catawba mixing up their defense. Hannah McClung is up to the task. She's going to break this on her own without a problem, and she's going to get Lenoir-Rhyne into the offensive set as she dribbles and hands it off to Harmon. Emily Harmon is going to find Mallory Sherrill. Sherrill finds Kira Moore. Moore at the top of the key. Not a three-point shooter, but she's going to dish it to Emily Harmon. Harmon puts it in her left. She pulls back from 3. Top of the key, no good. Sherrill in position for the offensive board. She's pushed from behind by Lauren Ford, and the Bears are going to regain possession with 7 minutes left, another 20 on the shot clock. Lenoir-Rhyne doing some good work on the offensive boards so far today. That's going to be the 9th offensive rebound for the team. Ball entered to McClung. McClung finds Wagner. Wagner is going to hold it up top. She's going to find Kira Moore, who's going to hit Hannah McClung, take the ball up top. McClung, high ball screen from Kira Moore. She's going to get doubled. Good help and recover for Catawba. Harmon with 2 on the shot clock. She throws one up, and that's good. Emily Harmon finds the bottom, and it's 37-30 Bears with 6.5 minutes to go. The freshman with a big bucket to push this lead back to 7 as Lenoir-Rhyne looks for a stop on the defensive end. Pick and roll. McIntosh can't find it, and McClung pulls it down. Bears have some numbers. McClung's pushing it. She's going to find Alyssa Wagner. They're going to elect to run some offense. She's going to find Mallory Sherrill. Sherrill with a good post move. She goes down. They're going to call a foul on Lauren Ford. That's her second foul in the last 2 possessions on Ford. She has 2 in the game, and she will not be subbed out. That's DeShazo getting subbed out, and number 20, Jada Davey enters. Davey played 4.5 minutes in the first half with no field goals or field goal attempts. McClung off the baseline out of bounds. She hoists a 3, just misses, hits the back of the rim, and Tatum McBride is going to enter for Lenoir-Rhyne along with Thorne and Roberts for Catawba. Alyssa Wagner heads to the bench for Lenoir-Rhyne. As we mentioned, holds a 37-30 advantage. Each team with 3 team fouls so far in this third quarter. Catawba looking to set something up. Davey with the ball on the left wing. A lot of standing around for Catawba on this possession. She takes a ball screen. She drives in the lane. Floater hits off the backboard and in. Bank shot cuts it to 37-32 as the full court pressure is sustained by Catawba. But McClung again breaks it on her own. She's going to dribble on the left wing. She finds Kira Moore. Moore hands it off to Tatum McBride. McBride's got it at the top of the key. She finds Emily Harmon. Harmon dribbles. She's going to drive baseline, pulls it out, finds Kira Moore. Moore puts it on the ground with the right hand. She's going to draw the foul as Ashley Roberts is going to get called for the foul and send Kira Moore to the line for 2 shots. More misses on the first. These are her first free throw attempts of the 2020-2021 season for the junior. She converts on the second, and it's a 6-point advantage. Moore saw a huge jump in playing time from her freshman to sophomore season. She averaged 3.9 minutes as a freshman, jumped up to 18.4 as a sophomore, and is doing a lot of work here as a junior. As that ball gets knocked out of bounds, Catawba misses the three, and Lenoir-Rhyne is going to get awarded the ball as Josie Hayes enters the game. Hayes is going to give Hannah McClung a blow. McClung with some strong offensive play for the Bears. 5 of 10 from the field, 4 for 8 from long range. She's got 14 points and 4 boards in her 19 minutes of action so far on the game. As Hayes is going to, Emily Harmon is going to look to break the press and run and double. They're going to hit Tatum McBride. McBride's going to get it over to Hayes. Hayes is going to pull it out, and Emily Harmon's going to set up some offense. Harmon has the ball in her left hand, guarded by Davey. 15 to shoot. Crosses over. Pulls up from just inside the three-point line, and she buries it. Harmon, the freshman, with another bucket to give Lenoir-Rhyne a 40-32 advantage with just under 5 minutes to play. Post entry swatted away, knocked out of bounds, 4:36, and that will be a media timeout here inside Schuford Gym with Lenoir-Rhyne holding the 40-32 advantage over Catawba, looking for win number 1 on the season here on the Bear Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
You quick started me back. You caught me in the middle of the stretch because I'm getting ready for the stretch run of this third quarter and second half. 40-32, Lenoir-Rhyne advantage with 4:36 to play. I wish I got a countdown on that one, but I got left on my own. But thank you again for joining us. If you aren't already, please follow us on Twitter at Bears Sports, and on Instagram, Facebook is /LR Bears. Please follow us on social media. You'll get all the updates and some in-game tweets and a lot of schedule updates and changes and all the up-to-date information on all 23 of our athletic programs here at Lenoir-Rhyne. So please grab your phone and follow Bears Sports and LR Bears. Catawba's ball, down 8 with 4:36 to play. They're going to set it up. Thorne finds DeShazo wide open in the corner, and she's going to leave that one short. Harmon with the board. Harmon's going to push. That was her 4th rebound on the day, and that's going to be a turnover. Lenoir-Rhyne heading back to Catawba's end. 4:21 to go. McClung with 14. Crooks with 10 are your double-digit scorers for the Bears. Phillips for Catawba, 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting, all from long range. Post entry to McIntosh. McIntosh bucket. Good entry by Thorne leads to an easy basket for McIntosh, who gets in the scoring column for the first time this afternoon. Cuts that lead to 40-34. 3:58 to play. That press is doing some damage to Lenoir-Rhyne right now, but they're going to get bailed out with a foul call on DeShazo. I think that one's on DeShazo. It is. That press is kind of throwing us in a funk a little bit, and making it difficult to get it over half court and get into an offensive set, which is exactly what the press is supposed to do. But this one sent us to the free throw line, and Alyssa Wagner will be looking to knock down a pair from the line as she did earlier in the first half. That one is up and in. 41-34 as Crooks is going to sub in for Wagner after this second shot. Lenoir-Rhyne will be shooting the rest of the third quarter. 41-34 and 42-34. Wagner buries them both. 3:53 to play. Crooks is going to come in for Mallory Sherrill And Phillips is going to re-enter for Catawba, sending Davy to the bench. 8-point advantage for the Bears, 3:53 to go. This is tied for the largest lead of the game. That 8-point advantage is tied for the largest lead of the game. Catawba's largest lead was 17-12 with 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Phillips open for three again. She cannot convert on that one, and the Bears will get the ball underneath. Phillips was 3 for 4 prior to that attempt. She's now 3 for 5. Been pretty hot from long range. Here comes the press again, looking to disrupt the Bears. Can't get the ball in. We're looking at a 5 seconds, and they got it. 5-second violation on the inbounds by Lenoir-Rhyne and Alyssa Wagner. And Catawba will take over underneath their own basket with 3:40 left in the third quarter. They have trouble getting it in. That ball might be turned over, but McIntosh gets to it quick, and Catawba is able to set up offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Thorne's got the ball. She's going to pick up a dribble and find McIntosh at the top of the key. McIntosh with a post entry, and they're going to get a foul called on Alyssa Wagner as Bruce drives to the basket but can't get the roll. Bruce with some solid minutes. 16 minutes. She's 2 for 2 from the field. She's got 5 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. Solid game so far for Marissa Bruce, number 23 for Catawba. She's going to go to the line for her third free throw attempt, and that one is off. She's 1 for 3 so far from the line today. Second one is going to be up and good. Bears lead by 7. 3:23 to go in this third quarter. The press has been disruptive for Lenoir-Rhyne. Wagner traveled once she got over half court. Another turnover for Lenoir-Rhyne. So they couldn't get it in on the press the last possession. They turned it over at half court the next possession. And Catawba is looking to take advantage and get a little run tied together here. Just 1 for 4 on their last field goal attempts. Just 1 for 5 on their last 5 3-point attempts as Catawba. But all it takes is a couple made baskets in a row to get that momentum going in the other direction. Bruce is stuck in the lane. She pivots. She throws it up. It's no good. And Emily Harmon is going to pull down another rebound. She's going to get pressured in the backcourt, but she'll get it over. She'll find Tatum McBride, who thought about a three but thought better and looks to pull it out, get an offensive set run. 5 boards for Emily Harmon. We mentioned in her last game, her first career double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds against Tusculum. Crooks, nice post entry from Wagner. Crooks can't convert. Looking for her first points of the second half as she had 10 in the first 20 minutes of game action, but scoreless so far in the second half. DeShazo with Wagner playing tight defense on her. DeShazo with a drop step. She's going to get called for a travel. Alyssa Wagner is playing tremendous defense on DeShazo, making her work hard every time she gets the ball. As Hannah McClung comes back in, the Bears suffered with McClung on the bench against this press. They had a hard time breaking it, but they're going to put that junior ball handler back in. And between her and Emily Harmon, look to break this thing a little easier this time. Double team, we need to get some help down here, and that will come in the form of Alyssa Wagner. Wagner's going to dribble with the right hand. She's going to get double teamed, but she'll find a cutting Emily Harmon. 3-on-2 attack. Harmon drives, dish, Crooks, blocked. Nice play by Emily Phillips, and McIntosh grabs the board, and Crooks is going to get called for the foul 94 feet from the basket. Gets the shot block for Catawba, gets the rebound, and they're going to go to the line. Both teams are in the bonus. They're going to be shooting the whole third quarter for the last 2 minutes and 2 seconds, I should say, as the Bears lead 42-35. 14, 13, 15 for 42 points so far on the line score for the Bears. 17 points in the first quarter for Catawba. 7 in the second quarter. They got 11 so far in the third. Missed free throw there. Missed opportunities for Catawba. 2 for 6 from the free throw line in this third quarter. Leaving a lot of points out there looking for a comeback. You're going to need all the points you can get. McIntosh does bury that one, and it's a 6-point Lenoir-Rhyne advantage. Harmon's going to get it in, find McClung. Going to avoid the double team. She's going to pull it out. Still double, still running, doubling. Harmon's going to get it. Somebody's got to be open with the double team. Harmon gets it. Oh, puts a shot up. McIntosh is going to get whistled for the foul, and I think that's number 4, if that's going to be on her. It is, but there was a foul change at the half, I believe, and one of McIntosh's foul was credited to somebody else, so that is just her 3rd foul on the game. So correction there as Harmon misses the first free throw. McIntosh with just 3 fouls. The only person in the game with 3 fouls for Catawba. Crooks for Lenoir-Rhyne has 3 as well. Harmon hits that one. It is 43-36 as we get another sub forward. Will enter for McIntosh, who takes a seat. Mallory Sherrill, some more late subs. Mallory Sherrill for Lenoir-Rhyne heads in, and Bruce for Catawba. Crooks will head out, as will DeShazo for the Lady Indians. Phillips gets it on the wing. She's going to put it on the floor. The left-handed. Good drive to the basket and finish. It's 43-38. This one is still anybody's game. 5-point advantage. A minute 30. Plenty of time left in this contest. We got a whole nother quarter to play. And this ball game can go either way. Harmon dribbling on the right wing. She's going to get bumped, and she's going to go to the free throw line. These fouls pile up, and you can get some free points at the line thanks to some aggressive defense. And Emily Harmon has a chance to do that. She is only 1 for 2 from the line, 2 for 10 from the field with 5 points, but she has done decent work on the boards with 5 rebounds, also 3 assists and 3 steals for the freshman who cannot convert the free throw attempts. Harmon comes to Lenoir-Rhyne from Chesapeake, Virginia. And the second one is going to be good. Substitution for Catawba. Shanae Sawyers enters. As we mentioned, Catawba playing this game without their top 2 scorers coming into the game. Janaea Downs and Shemaya Standback are inactive for this contest, did not make the trip. So Catawba is playing shorthanded, but the Bears looking to knock that team from the undefeated ranks in conference play and in overall action. Bruce puts it behind her back. A nice move. Harmon bites on the shot fake. Bruce puts it in. And this lead is 44-40 for Lenoir-Rhyne with under a minute to play in the third quarter. Press defense pays dividends again. Another turnover. This one is stolen by Davey. McClung on the giveaway. Davey on the steal. And Catawba has a chance in a little transition. The Bears had some defensive confusion but matched up. And there is 14 seconds to shoot, 31 seconds in the quarter. That ball gets knocked away as we're going to take a look at that bucket from Bruce. A nice drive, puts it behind her back. Shot fake, sends him flying. An easy bucket to cut it to 44-40 with 31 seconds to play. Bruce now with 8 points, 3 for 4 from the field. She also has 7 boards, just 2 points and 3 boards away from a double-double. Catawba gets it in, 14 to shoot. Sawyers passes to Bruce. Bruce, as the Bears hit a 2-3 zone, throw a different look at him. Davey's going to get it, swing up top to Ford. Ford puts it on the floor, 3 to shoot. She throws it up, no good. Bruce with the rebound at the buzzer. She hits. The shot clock was running out. She converts to cut it to 44-42. And the press is going to lead to almost another turnover, almost an over and back. Alyssa Wagner, the Com Junior, is going to put up a shot, no good. The rebound to Sawyers as the third quarter comes to a frenetic close. Catawba has cut the lead to 44-42 as we head into the last 10 minutes of this contest. Going to be a dramatic finish. Please come back and join us on the Bears Sports Network. 44-42 Bears lead as they look to close out their first win of the 2020-2021 campaign. 44-42, close 2-point advantage for the Bears heading into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a look at some of the numbers of the third quarter. Catawba went 7 for 14 from the field, 50%. 18 points scored. They outscored the Bears 18-17. Catawba went 1 for 4 from 3. They are 5 for 12 from the game, shooting 41%. Just 5 of 10 from the free throw line, including a 3 for 7 in the third quarter. They were whistled for 7 fouls in that quarter. For the Bears, 5 for 11, 45.5%. They hit 2 of 4 from long range, 5 for 8 from the line. They're shooting 36.6% from the field, but they are holding a 28-25 advantage on the boards, 8-6 on the offensive boards. Each team with 12 turnovers. Taking a look at the stat update provided by Hickory Construction. Hannah McClung leads the Bears with 14 points on 5 of 10 shooting. Marissa Bruce with 10 points in her 19 minutes of action. Only missed 1 shot so far in the game. Also added 8 rebounds and 3 assists. Fourth quarter, 44-42. Lauren Ford is going to get it up top. She's going to dribble in. She's going to take Mallory Sherrill. She's going to dish it to Bruce, who gets knocked to the ground, but there is no call. Jump ball, that should be Lenoir-Rhyne's ball, as Catawba just got to start the fourth quarter, and it will be. 16 seconds in. Turnover to start to start the fourth quarter for Catawba, who is still set up in this press, which really did change the momentum of this game. The Bears have had trouble with this press. Hannah McClung is doing everything she can to get open. They are going to call Laura Davey for a foul on the free ball there, as that one was one of those 50-50 balls. They could have gone either way. Hannah McClung got it a fraction of a second before Davey was there, and some body contact is the first foul on Catawba to start the second half. But they are double-teaming Hannah McClung, trying to keep her from getting the ball and putting it in somebody else's hand, and it leads to a turnover. Harmon with the turnover. Wagner whistled with the foul as the Indians with the steal under the basket, and they're going to get a baseline out of bounds out of it. Down 2 points, 20 seconds in, a lazy turnover for the Bears, a little miscommunication between Harmon and Wagner, and Davies left wide open for 3. She's going to miss. McClung with the board. She's going to push it. Numbers if she wants it. She finds Harmon. Harmon dribbling down the right side. She's going to pull it back out. Look inside. She picks up her dribble. She finds Mallory Sherrill. Sherrill faces up, drives baseline, kicks Bruce there to steal, but Bruce throws it away. Harmon, 3-on-2. Harmon dishes to Sherrill. Sherrill puts it up. She gets fouled. Bruce on the foul. Great play by Bruce, but then a quick turnover. She tried to get rid of it too quickly as the Bears scooped it up, and now Mallory Sherrill will go to the free throw line. 45 seconds into this fourth quarter. And it looks like a timeout called on the court as Graham Smith calls timeout. 45 seconds into the fourth quarter. The Bears lead 44-42. And again, we thank you for joining us today on the Bears Sports Network. Please follow us on our social medias at Bears Sports. His social media is Instagram and Twitter. /LRBears is our Facebook account. 44-42, 9:15. It looks like wholesale changes for Catawba through this timeout. DeShazo, Thorne, the all-conference performers heading back in as we are COVIDly safe in the top area here, broadcasting this game. Again, Hannah McClung with her 14 points, leads Lenoir-Rhyne 5 of 10 from the field. Marissa Bruce, 4 for 5, been a big spark for Catawba with her 10 points and her 20 minutes of action coming off the bench so far for Catawba. Also with her 8 rebounds and 3 assists, just 2 boards shy of a double-double. Graham Smith, we mentioned this is his first home game in his Lenoir-Rhyne tenure. He is a well-seasoned head coach. He has 7 years of head coaching experience. This is his first at Lenoir-Rhyne. He enters this game with a 135-55 career record coaching in the Division III and JUCO ranks. He comes, I think I said he came from another school. He came from William Peace. He coached at William Peace prior to joining Lenoir-Rhyne. He was at Drew before his time at William Peace, turned William Peace into a powerhouse at the Division III level, and then took the position here at Lenoir-Rhyne, as we mentioned, hired in the spring without much time to recruit or get settled. He was hired in the midst of this pandemic, so everything is kind of new and different for him. This is not how he would like to see his first game played, but I think at the end of the day, the only thing that he's worried about right now is that 45-42 lead in the scoreboard. As long as we have more than Catawba at the end of this game, I think he'll be pleased. But Cheryl knocks down a pair, 46-42 advantage for the Bears. Moore, Harmon, Cheryl, Wagner, and McClung are your 5 for Lenoir-Rhyne. DeShazo takes a ball screen. She's going to find McIntosh wide open in the lane. Wagner whistled for the foul. McIntosh converts, and it's a 2-point game. DeShazo and McIntosh work the 2-man game. The high screen and roll, dish, bucket, and 1. And the Lady Indians have a chance to make this a 1-point game. It has been a while since this has been a 1-possession contest, but they are cutting into that lead, and a lot of it had to do with that press, and a lot of it has to do with some open looks on the offensive end. For McIntosh, and Bruce has had some good looks, but this, no surprise, they're putting the press back on. Tried to get a sub. It looked like Hannah McClung might have rolled her ankle on that play right there. Tried to get a sub for the after the shot. It was not allowed by the officials, so the Bears are going to take it out of bounds underneath. McClung double team. She's working like heck to get open. Wagner takes it from McBride, who passed it in. McBride is going to dribble. She's going to get a double team. She's going to find Harmon. Harmon is going to get a double team. A lot of running and jumping for Catawba. There's open players, but it's hard to find them with the ball pressure that Catawba's putting on. Missed opportunity to steal. Harmon for 3 is no good. Harmon's going to pull down the board, and we're going to reset here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to reset. Hannah McClung with the ball. She's going to dribble, hand off to Tatum McBride. McBride's going to find Alyssa Wagner. Back to McClung. McClung drives to the elbow. Moore at the elbow. Jumper. No good. Rebound is anybody's. It's going to go in the hands of Ashley McIntosh, who finds DeShazo. DeShazo with the push to Thorne. Thorne drives to the sack logo. Drive kick. 3-pointer up. No good. DeShazo with the offensive rebound. DeShazo up top, looking to set something up. A threat with the ball in her hands. 10 seconds on the shot clock. I don't know if Catawba realizes. 7 shot. 6, 5, Thorne, 4, 3. She's got to do something with it. She pulls up, and she's going to bury it just from outside the elbow, and Catawba takes the lead, 47-46. Their first lead since the first quarter. Lenoir-Rhyne looking to regain that lead as Hannah McClung's got it up top. She's been the hot hand for Lenoir-Rhyne in the second half, and she throws something up, and it's good. But I think she rolled her ankle a couple plays ago, and I think she's trying to fight through it. She got that shot up. She somehow found a way to get that one to fall, but she is battling something. I on that play that we tried to make a substitution, she made a cut, and I think rolled an ankle, and anybody that's played basketball knows what that feels like. That's one tough to come back from. But here, let's take a look at this dribble drive right here. She's going to get a tough shot as she's hobbling on one foot down to the ground, but you got to give her credit for the toughness that she's displaying right now. And that's a big shot to give Lenoir-Rhyne a 48-47 lead with just over 7 minutes to play. Junior from Buchanan, West Virginia, is McClung. McIntosh is going to work inside. Got position on Kiera Moore right under the basket, turned and put it in. And here's the problem. The problem is McClung was the press breaker. And when she came out, the Bears had trouble breaking the press. And here we might have a turnover, but it looks like they got it under control. Harmon and McBride are going to have to be the 2 primary ball handlers. But Hannah McClung is back at the scorer's table. She's ready to come back in this. They're not going to keep her down. She is a tough kid. She came back from a knee injury as a freshman, rehabbed it, and came back strong as a sophomore, and she's going to re-enter this game for Alyssa Wagner, who just traveled, giving the ball back to Catawba. 49-48, 6:36 to go in this one. Tight game, back and forth. The Bears have led for the majority, but it has never been more than an 8-point advantage for Lenoir-Rhyne. Catawba's biggest lead was 5 at 17-12 with 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Catawba with a chance to extend that lead here as Bruce drives to the bucket. She has been dominant in this game, but Kiera Moore with a huge rejection. She goes down awkwardly. Wanted to make sure she was okay, but what a play by Kiera Moore defensively. It looked like Bruce was coming in for a wide-open layup, but Kiera Moore rejects it one of her specialties, and does not allow the bucket. Here's Phillips wide open in the corner. She's going to put it up. She's had the hot hand from long range. Emily Phillips, her fourth made three-pointer of the game, 4 of 6 from long range, and it's a 4-point Catawba lead. McBride in the corner, double team, finds McClung. McClung's on the wing. She's going to pull it out. 15 to shoot for the Bears. 5:50 to play. Moore with the high screen. McClung's looking for something. 4 seconds on the shot clock. McBride for 3. No good. McIntosh with another rebound. She's played phenomenally in this fourth quarter. She's got 8 points on the game. That was her third rebound. McIntosh really a big difference maker. The sophomore here in this second half, particularly this fourth quarter. Phillips with the drive. She's going to get whistled. Blakely Crooks is going to get called for the foul, and that's number 4 on Crooks. And Olivia Nunn will enter for Tatum McBride. Davies going to replace Thorne for Catawba. The Bears have held Thorne to just 6 points, 2 of 7 shooting. DeShazo with just 8 points, but it's been Phillips, Bruce, and McIntosh have combined for 32 of the 52 for Catawba. And the Bears haven't really had much of an answer here in the second half for Bruce and McIntosh specifically. But that's a huge charge drawn by Blakely Crooks. With 5:07 left, she had 4 fouls. She needed that to be a charge and not a block. That would have disqualified her from the game as the second leading scorer for the Bears. She has 10 points, all of which coming in the first half, but that was a gutsy play to draw that charge and get that possession back for the Bears, trailing by 4 with 5:07 in this fourth quarter. Again, McClung hounded, double-teamed, but she breaks it. And she's going to pull it out. McClung's looking to set something up. She finds Crooks on the wing. Swings it to Harmon. Harmon at the top of the key. Finds Kiara Moore at the elbow. Dribble handoff. Harmon needed it. Didn't get it. Phillips with the rebound. Catawba, 52-48 advantage. 4:40 to go. They're going to pull it out. Davies going to run some offense. Olivia Nunn drawing the assignment now on McIntosh, trying to keep her out of the lane as they battle in the paint. DeShazo gets it. Crooks on her. She gets it in the wing. Shot fake. Jab step. Drive right. Good help by Olivia Nunn. She spins. Throws it up. And it's good. What a tough shot by DeShazo. Tasia DeShazo with a bucket, putting her in double digits. Nunn whistled for the foul and one. And Catawba has a chance to push this lead to 55-48 with a made free throw by DeShazo. A senior from Martinsville, Virginia, Magna Vista High School, 5'9" forward. Leaves it short. Nunn grabs the board, and we have an injury. Bruce might be down. She got up. She's okay, but she's back in transition. The Bears have numbers if they want it. Harmon drives in the lane. She spin moves. Tough layup in the lane for Emily Harmon, and it's 54-50 with 4 minutes to play. What a tough shot there from the freshman. She's had a tough game from the field, but she found a way to put that one home and cut this lead back to 4. Davey setting up offense for the Indians. DeShazo on the wing. Crooks with a hand up. Three-pointer is up. No good. Crooks pulls it down. Smartly slows it up. Finds Hannah McClung. McClung 2-on-3 with Nunn. She pulls up. Nope, that's not good. That's an air ball. She pats herself on the chest saying, my bad, forced shot. But when you got the hot hand, sometimes everything feels like a good shot. And with her, she's probably been our best option so far in this half, especially. So I don't blame her for pulling that one and giving it a shot. But it was no good, an air ball, and it's now Catawba's ball. So the Bears got a D up, down 4. Gone pretty cold in this fourth quarter, just 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from long range, just 6 points. Catawba's outscored them 12-6, and that's why they have the 54-50 advantage. Catawba's ball, 10 on the shot clock. Thorne drives. McClung with some tough defense. Thorne pulls it out. She's going to turn it over. Blakely Crooks, right place, right time with a steal. She's pushing. Wisely brings it out. She's going to walk it up now and get the ball to Emily Harmon. 2:58 to play. 54-50. Harmon off the screen from Nunn. She pulls it out. Good poke away by Phillips. Moore with the ball. She's going to set a ball screen for Hannah McClung. McClung's hounded by Thorne. She finds Harmon. Harmon with a step back from 3. Need it. Got it. Good. Emily Harmon. 3-pointer. She's got 5 straight for the Bears on the step back 3. And it's a 1-point game. 2.5 minutes to play. Thorne's got it at the top of the key. Hannah McClung giving her a step if she wants to shoot it. Phillips has got it. Moore pokes it away. Ball screen. Good play by Moore to get through it. Harmon on Bruce. Bruce has got it with 8 seconds to shoot. 7 seconds to shoot. 6. She's got 5 to shoot. She drives and kicks it to DeShazo. DeShazo for 3 in the corner is no good. Defensive rebound, Olivia Nunn. Nunn finds Hannah McClung, and we're off and running. McClung is getting double teamed. She's going to pass it up to Emily Harmon. Harmon with the hot hand, 5 straight points for the Bears. She drives in. She finds out Olivia Nunn. Can't hang on, and it goes out of bounds with 1:59 to play. Substitutions for the Bears, Alyssa Wagner in for Olivia Nunn. And Lauren Ford is going to enter for Marissa Bruce for the Lady Indians under Terrence McCutcheon. McCutcheon got the interim position at the end of last season for Catawba, and they promoted him to the full-time head coach in early March, and he has this team at 3-0 to start the season. But a traveling call on number 24, Talia Barnes, the center, the 6-foot center from Durham, shuffled her feet, and the Bears have the ball trailing by just 1 with 1:47. So you missed having sports. Well, we're going to get the excitement, the intrigue, the palm sweats, everything that you can feel all over again. We missed this feeling here in Schuford Gym, and we're glad you could join us as Emily Harmon puts it on the floor. Swing pass is stolen by DeShazo. DeShazo takes it, looking to go and finish in the end, but she does. So a big turnover, big steal by DeShazo. And it's a 3-point Catawba advantage with 1:20 to go. Bears break the press. Harmon has it. Don't necessarily need a 3-point basket right now. 1:10 to go. We'll take anything towards the bucket. Crooks has it. She's going to find Kiera Moore. Moore hits Hannah McClung. McClung's crossover is tipped away by Thorne. Good defense by Catawba. Kiera Moore, 4 seconds to shoot. 3 seconds to shoot. 2 seconds. Crooks throws it up. No good. Hits the rim, though. The Bears got the offensive rebound. Harmon's got it. 48 to play. 16 on the shot clock. McClung's got it on top. Crooks threw something up as the shot clock went off, and it barely grazed the rim for Harmon to grab the rebound. Moore's got it. 6 to shoot. Wagner, 5 to shoot. 4 to shoot, and they call an offensive foul. A push-off. Great defense by DeShazo. She's the Lady Indian making all the big plays when they need it the most. That one was on the defensive end, getting in the right places. Wagner was whistled for the push-off. And we are going to have a timeout on the floor. 56-53, 34 seconds to play.
Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
We are back 56-53. Catawba holding a 3-point advantage with 35 seconds. We are going to go real quick to the play of the game presented Bears and Hannah McClung in the first half with the 3-point play off the tough lefty floater. And Hannah McClung, also the Lenoir-Rhyne player of the game. She's got 16 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3 in her 30 minutes of action, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. The Bears need a stop. 34.9 on the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock, a 3-point possession. We'll see what Coach Smith wants to do, if he's going to let them play it out defensively or if he's going to go for a foul. Let's see. DeShazo with the ball. They're going to run and jump. They're going to look for a steal. DeShazo puts it on the floor. Tatum McBride has it, and a quick timeout from Graham Smith. So they got the much-needed turnover. Shot clock is going to be turned off. There's 26.7 left with the Bears down 3 points. Now, this is always a tough one if you want to go for the early three and try and go for the tie, or get a basket in the lane, get something to the hoop, a two-pointer, try and foul, try and get a steal, try and send Catawba to the line, make him hit some free throws. But we'll see what Coach Smith draws up. Again, first game inside Shuford Gym for the new coach. A lot of new players on this team. Exciting game of basketball. They've proven so far with the game against Anderson that came down to the wire, a game against Catawba. These are two of the upper echelon programs in the South Atlantic Conference. In fact, all four of their games so far to start this season have been against the top of the South Atlantic Conference, with a couple more. With Tusculum coming up Wednesday is another one that is against one of the top teams in the league. But the Bears with the ball, down 3, 26.7 seconds left. And I think we all can say we missed this, and we're so glad to have this back as the Bears, with a chance to tie it up or at least cut into this lead. McClung has the ball out of bounds. McBride's going to come get it. 26 on the clock, and here we go. Harmon, top of the key. Dribbles. Switches it to the left. They're trying to find Hannah McClung. Ball gets tipped away. McClung gets knocked to the ground. They're not going to call anything. Thorne, they're going to have to foul. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. They're going to call a foul on Emily Harmon. Not the execution that Graham Smith was looking for on that possession. Looks like they tried to force it to McClung. It got tipped away. And Lyric Thorne is going to head to the free throw line. She's 2 for 3 from the line, as that was the Bears' 5th foul of the quarter. So it will be a shooting foul. Thorne is going to hit the first one to make it a two-possession game. 12.1 seconds to go, 57-53. Catawba. Pitch quiet in the gym as Thorne goes for her second shot, and it is up, and it's good. So it's 58-53. Bruce is entering, an offense-defense sub for the Lady Indians. She's going to pick up Emily Harmon. The press, which has given Lenoir-Rhyne fits in this second half, is still on as McClung gets it. She's going to have to move. Bears down 5. Got to push it. She throws it away. And that'll probably be the ball game. Thorne gets it. She is fouled by Emily Harmon, going to the line, and the Bears are just going to come up a little short in this one. 4.7 seconds to play. But what an effort, what a game, what a performance by both of these teams, really. Not the greatest offensive game for either one of these teams. The Bears just shooting 36% from the field, 18 of 50, but they battled. They battled the whole way. And that one is up and good for Thorne. She's hit 3 straight from the line now to seal this victory for the visitors from Catawba down in Salisbury, as they will take this one and cut that all-time series lead to 44-41 in Lenoir-Rhyne's favor. She buries the second 4 straight free throws made, and it's a 7-point advantage with 4 seconds to go as Harmon's going to take it, dribble it up, 2-1, and the buzzer is going to sound as that one will count. The final score here in Shuford Memorial Gym, 60-55 in favor of the visiting Catawba Lady Indians. The Bears had a lead going into that fourth quarter, but were outscored 18-11 in the fourth. Went cold at the wrong time, just 4 of. We take a look back at some of the highlights from this one. Here's Harmon, who did some good things in the fourth quarter, and that one was a dish off to Hannah McClung, who buried a 3. McClung, again, battled a tough injury in this one. She played through a rolled ankle in the second half to will her team in this one, but it came up a little too late as the Bears fall 60-55. But again, back in action Wednesday on the newly scheduled game against Tusculum. That game will tip off at 4 o'clock here in Shuford Gym, so please join us here on the Bear Sports Network as we are going to roll out of here with these highlights to close out this broadcast. But again, thank you for watching, and looking forward to having you back watching on Wednesday afternoon here in the Shoe. Thank you, and go Bears.